guess what? If you never ate again, you wouldn't have an insulin issue. Because insulin only releases when you eat something or drink something that's caloric, right? It doesn't do anything. So how are we not making the distinct connection between what we're eating and how our insulin is reacting and how the glucose levels are in our blood? I mean, does that make any sense?
No.
So,
But then again, none of it does if you really think about it. So we don't want to get that deep, but I'm one of these sticklers that, I talk to my doctors. I ask them, listen, I mean, I know you're supposed to prescribe, and I get that, but I want to do something different.
yeah.
Okay, and it's...
And they're like, sure, but your insurance won't pay for it.
Won't pay for it.
Wink.
That's, you know what? That
That's a
was
tragedy.
that was the sad part. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. And will my insurance pay for 3 months from now? Oh yeah, 3 months is good. I guess that's the thing, the 3-month limit or whatever. Oh, fine, I'm good. I know I can survive for 3 months on what I'm thinking I'm doing properly for my body. I'm good because it might take a year before I die. So if I'm not
you're
doing
doing
the
the
right
most
thing,
now.
but I'm just saying, how silly.
I mean, you don't want to be ridiculous
You know,
about
how
it, but,
silly, yeah.
But diabetes is something that you definitely can do something about. So if you want to even share a little bit about kind of how this started for
Yeah.
you and what the
Yeah.
changes were, I'm sure that would be really helpful.
Yeah. Well, I was told that I would probably have diabetes because everyone, and I'm not just saying this just to be saying it, I'm talking everyone in my family.
Hold on, 3 syllables? Was that 3 syllables?
Everyone. Yeah, that was it. Well,
right,
how
go
do I
ahead.
do it? Every? Okay.
Everyone, go
So
ahead.
every like anybody or whatever. Everyone in my family had
Yeah,
diabetes.
for sure.
My mom, my father, everybody. So I was told in life that, you know what, if they have it, you're going to have it. It's just the way it is. So
Yeah.
it's not like we can turn off the genes, but we can. But that's another story. So I was determined to turn off the genes. So when I got the diabetes, I knew I was going to get it because
They told you that.
They told me that.
Right.
And guess what? I'm doing everything they do.
Right.
I deal with life like they did, the stress like they did, the food like they did.
course, yeah.
So I didn't do anything different until I started realizing I got to do something different because my kids have to know stuff.
Yeah.
And in order for them to know it, I need to know it first. So I started looking, and so I started looking into, dear, I'm taking insulin. I have to put this in my belly. So that's what did it for me, because I was on metformin when they first told me. They put me on metformin, but for some reason it went from metformin to the insulin. And I'm saying, what am I doing that's worse? It's getting worse. I'm doing something bad, even though I stopped the salt years ago. What's the salt? One little thing.
but
What do I
salt,
know?
yeah, that's not
And
it.
then I started studying it. I started realizing glucose. Wow. There's sugar in everything. Every
More
I did it again.
so now, actually.
Oh my goodness!
Much more so now.
Much more now.
Yeah.
Much more now. And so I started seeing that, and I said, you know what? I've got to do something, and I've got to do it quick.
You've probably heard about intermittent fasting. You maybe even tried it. Maybe it didn't work out for you. Maybe you didn't get great results. Or maybe you just need a reset. But either way, we've got this free intermittent fasting guide for you. It's got lots of colorful pictures and lots of information with a 2-week plan to get you started intermittent fasting and enjoying the amazing benefits. So check the link below if you're watching YouTube, and if you're on the podcast, check the show notes. Get that link.
And it's easier than you think.
Yeah, so go get it.
Why? Because not only for me, but my kids.
Yeah.
They've got to know. And if they can know years and years before me, I'm so happy. Okay?
Exactly.
So you could say I did it for my kids. I don't know.
Because remember, it's hereditary, right? And I put that in quotes, not because
Exactly.
I'm trying to say there's no such thing as hereditary things. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is I would posit that it is more hereditary the way I was brought up, right? Because
That's right.
if what you ate is what I ate, and then I go give it to my children, we're all eating the same stuff. Of course, you have a better chance to have the same outcomes because you're eating the same, you're acting the same, you're doing the same, like you said.
Yeah.
So then I would be having diabetes, which honestly, at this point, I'm almost 60 years old. I have never had it, and I still don't.
No.
So this doesn't mean it's automatically going to happen, right? So anyway, so you found out you had it. You were
So I
taking
found out
insulin.
I didn't like, and the part that really bothered me, because, taking a pill, we could go take a pill, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, it's
But
easier.
now, oh my gosh. But now I'm putting a needle in. Oh, this was just too much for me. So I wasn't having it. So I started doing my research, like I said, and I started realizing this diet I'm on, or this sad diet I'm on, standard American diet, is killing me. So I changed. I started my health journey. One thing at a time, like we say, one thing at a time, and I started doing that one thing at a time. I took away that sugar because we already make glucose, you know the whole story. But anyway, I started looking at table sugar, and then I removed the table sugar.
And this is interesting because diabetes, I don't know how many people know this, but it used to be called sugar diabetes in the first place, right? I mean, diabetes mellitus, but sugar diabetes, it wasn't just diabetes. You know how everything's cooler when it has a shorter name, but sugar diabetes. And then my dad's side of the family is from the South, so they had the sugar. So everybody had the sugar, right? So auntie and grandma, they had the sugar, meaning they had diabetes. So it's funny that you would say, take away the salt and all that, but it's like sugar diabetes. Let's deal with sugar and things that turn into sugar very quickly, which would be carbs. So you took out the sugar.
I took out all the carbs, and I started, like I said, my health journey. And of course, I went right into keto. I discovered keto, low carb, keto. Getting into ketosis did amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. I immediately stayed within 20 grams of carbs. I was just doing my thing because I'm an all or nothing girl.
Yes,
she knows that. I'm very extreme. If you tell me what's right to do, and I get that. Like my common sense turns it right on. Whoa, you know what? That makes sense. I'm gone.
Yeah.
I just do it. It's over.